Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Grigsby's War in the East. I'm here once again playing as the Soviets. Get some raids here that are standard, and we also get second happy time. Silhouetted against the lights of Manhattan, 8 unarmed vessels are sunk by a German U-boat. By the end of January 1942, U-boats would sink 25 tankers along the US East Coast. This was the beginning of the Second Happy Time. The Second Happy Time, sometimes called the American Shooting Season, was the informal name among German submarine commanders for a phase in the Battle of the Atlantic during which Axis submarines attacked merchant shipping and Allied naval vessels along the east coast of North America. It lasted from January to August of 1942 and involved several German naval operations, including Operation Paukenschlag and Operation Neuland. German submariners referred to it as the Happy Time or Golden Time because Allied naval defense measures were weak and disorganized, and the U-boats were able to inflict massive damage with little risk. During this period, Axis submarines sank 609 ships, totaling 3.1 million tons, and loss of thousands of lives, mainly those of merchant mariners, against the loss of only 22 U-boats. It was roughly 1/4 of all shipping sunk by U-boats during the entire Second World War. The first happy time was the U-boat campaign during 1940 to 1941. The picture is the tanker SS Pennsylvania Sun burning torpedoed by U-571 July 1942. Now, I've already taken care of the air war, pretty much the same as it was before. Just some heavy fighting here, and if we look at the air losses for me, it was 120 planes, my opponent 199. Now, I was not aware that by this point I could already get in total 2 guards corps that is, so I did get the first guards corps. I was just testing some stuff out, and the second guards corps, so we have both of those now. Which should be interesting. Now, taking a look at the map, my opponent has decided to give up, interestingly, Dnipropetrovsk against Zaporizhzhia. I think he wants to make a stand on the other bank of the Dnieper, or something like that at least. He's beaten my ass in some of these places, clearly not too great for me. Especially places like here, with the rifle divisions outright routing. Just terrible. Even though this is not particularly great either. Did hold there, but whatever. And then there are no other attacks anywhere else. Alright, let's start down here. Kind of want to get most of these guys behind the line, or there's some trouble for moving them because they can only move 1 hex at a time apparently. Now, no, never mind. I'm on train here. Kind of sucks abandoning this, but I can see myself getting attacked from 3 sides, and I just don't think that's a great idea. So I'll leave them like this. The cavalry can go up. I have some other units here that can still regain some supplies and stuff. I do have to be careful because the Cox's front, I don't even know where it is currently here. It's already at 72, so I cannot just get these guys onto the Cox's front. But I do think retreating back is fair enough. Guess I just kind of have to do that given the way things are currently. Now, do want to fortify this line a bit here. Just with regular infantry and We'll see how it goes like that. Not all of them are equally great in terms of defense, but it's not bad, I guess. Oh yeah, one other thing that I did is take care of support units and theater boxes, so I will go over what I did there later. What I need to do is I need to look at the area. So this is on the other side of the Dnieper already. Well, I can just cross, and these are actually pretty decent defensive hexes, so. And given the position of my units, putting some planes, I don't really care that much about those. I probably cannot get in there and attack. That's highly unlikely. I do wonder if it would succeed with both of these. It's very poor attack. Let's see though. Let's try that. Not too bad. It cost me 9 there. There's a chance that I can actually encircle these, kind of. However, what I would need to do is I would need to get 2 powerful units in here. Again, supported by tank brigades. Beat back the tanks. They didn't lose that many, but they still got some of that stuff. I should be able to get something in there at least, even if it's only the cavalry, but you see, since I can actually... Well, actually, I should probably try to do further attacks, because moving in here... actually get quite a bit of stuff, and I actually feel like I might be able to beat them like this already. They retreated. again, the loss is not super great for them, but... And I know they'll beat me back, but then I can use the tanks, move in here. Let's get all of them in here. Tank division cannot get anything extra. And they're only at 2. Which is pretty unfortunate. One other thing. I can do here is attack here, routing them, and allow me to isolate this unit, maybe 2. No. I mean, it's isolated for now, I guess. At least for a turn, so they'll have difficulty using it. Since I'm not taking any of that territory, I might just as well go back. No use in trying to push my winter offensive too far. I've gotten quite a decent chunk of territory back here, so there's no reason for me to overexhaust myself too much. Alright, that sucks. Oh well. I tried. There's still this. No. I'll try, but I don't think this will succeed here. No, these are 15. It's nothing. Okay, that sucks. Now I'll move them around though. I don't think they'll make it. It just means that it's easier for me to deal with stuff like this. I am still going to attack these units then. And the route and the retreat are still somewhat useful, I guess. Still got 900 men, 33 guns, so it's still worth something. And both Zaporizhzhia and Dnipropetrovsk are now again in my hands. Looking at the amount of points at that point, that gives me quite a lot of bonus points. Putting the Axis at 489. I need a 10% switch check, which means that I need to get at least 52 from this. Currently, I only have 33. So I need at least 20 more. Or plus 20, actually. Rozhev is not quickly going to give it to me. And then the first opportunity is really far away. So in that sense, getting an initiative check is kind of difficult at this point, but yeah. I could route these. Maybe that's okay too. Actually thinking maybe it might be better because I will not hold this anyway, and then these guys will move out regardless. So maybe just attacking them is better. To see what I can spare. And I still have one more unit that could get in there. Not putting any of that. Well, let's attack. The losses are not that great, but it does mean that those units will be out of action for a while at least, meaning that they will have some difficulty holding that front, I guess. So there's some merit in it. I think also by this time I'm getting kind of too weak with quite a few units here. One thing, yeah, you cannot even attack it there, for example. One thing that I do want to do is attack here. Still some good odds every now and then. So I'll take them where I can get them. But before I continue, I'll be taking a quick break here. Yeah, we had a lot more losses than they did, but yeah. So we should take a look at weather. Air. It's gonna be some more blizzard, but not really over the front. All right, break time. All right, back. Let's continue down here. So there are quite a few units here which I also want to rest and refit, honestly, and we'll have to sort through it a bit at least. Let's already get them out, for example. I actually want probably even the 175th Rifle Division to do that too. I don't need a unit on this hex. Yeah, actually I do. They'll probably beat these back, and then I don't want to get into trouble there. Let's get these on the other side. I'll move one of them just so I can move you up. Let's just go there, I guess. There we are. Rail line shenanigans. I could have gone down, but I don't think necessarily that's going to be super great. Now that I've actually gotten Zaporozhye, I can also go through there. And let's just move you 1 hex for now. Already down to 1 immediately, huh? You can be sure that I want depots on both of them, and I'll be using them to rest and refit my troops. Actually very happy to be using those as supply hubs here. I already have to put these guys on the front line. Move you in there. So I have a continuous line at least, and then I'll also move the other one here. Kind of sucks in terms of defenses like that, but and I'll also leave these over here, so at least, like I said, we have a continuous line down there too. Now I'll reorganize them later. I do want to also switch up the tank, so move these, get them off of the train, and start moving them. I already did move across, and I know I will not get any of those hexes already, so. Still want to try and attacking here. And this time did succeed. That's good. This guy is also kind of a new infantry division, I guess, or full strength almost. I'll be glad to take away some stuff from it. I know I'm kind of suffering in terms of defense then, but that's okay. I rather just keep the pressure on here. Despite the poor supplies. I definitely want to keep going. I'm actually also at the point where I feel like I want to move units further up as well. I'll keep them at important places to potentially refit them, get the rest. Yeah, screw you with your virus protection. Always coming when I'm playing video games. Fuck that. How are these? They're actually doing quite well. They're both at high status. And you should be on a refit. You should be on a refit. You should be on a refit. Now I need these units also at the front line so I don't immediately crumble here. Especially once he's putting fresh infantry divisions out there. You're a 3, which is nice, but I do want to fix the other one up. And even the 206th Rifle Division can actually go for a refit. They probably won't be getting anything, but... Okay. Alright. I got the second guard's rifle. If I'm gonna do multiple attacks, I guess I'm probably better off putting it here. Pushing them back. Not an amazing result, but it's also a soft attack, so. Surprised this mountain division did not rout. I mean, seriously? 5,000 men. And then here two pretty weak attacks ultimately, with my opponent not really losing a whole lot of men in these attacks. So I'm not really impressed here. Sadly. What I am impressed about though is the 211th Infantry Division. Well, because 1.8, huh? Is there anything else which I can put on for a heavy attack? Go for the cavalry corps as well. Nothing, huh? Wow. In a second time. I have to say that is pretty rough. But okay. Not happy by those odds. Seems like they have more units in the back here. And these cavalry units will surely be pushed around here. Can already guarantee you that. Maybe I'd be better off trying to at least try to get some semblance of a defense there. I don't even know how these guys are still ready. Seven, 9. These guys will be crushed. Four at least helps somewhat. given that things are just not looking super amazing. I also just don't have that many units in this area. I find it interesting my opponent actually retreated. But here he actually still has something. It's not that great for me to attack into it. Now, there are very few areas where I can technically still attack. Let's switch some of these much weaker units around here. Sometimes, like... Yes, I pushed him back, but then these odds are insane. Dang it. $19, huh? Well, let's actually take out both of these. Actually, put in some better units. Because that's just pathetic. It's like this. These guys lost so much. It's really rough. This guy's actually got some, so that's nice. Oof. Well, there are a few things I can put there, but not a lot. Guess some machine gun battalions. That will not do a whole lot. Let alone something like an anti-tank regiment. But let's go. Huh. It's not my lucky day, that's for sure. Seems like the time for battles is pretty much over. And there's no way something like that is gonna go well. Already seen these odds, they are not good. And Uh, that basically means that I will mostly be preparing for summer now. Now that it's January 18th, given what just happened, I might still be able to do some small maneuvers down here. But I think overall, the winter offensive is over. And my opponent has too much of a bonus on the defense in these areas, basically, to for me to do something about it. So I'll be digging in as well, reorganizing my troops, and also working to gather strength in certain areas to make for bigger pushes. Rather unfortunate this, but I guess it is what it is. I will need to, refit a lot of units then. You don't need to refit, but you still need to, for example, get more units, stuff like that. First Guards Rifle Corps is actually created on the 4th of October 1941 by special request of the South Supreme Command in an area of the city of Mtsensk. Initially, its structure included the 6th Guards Rifle Division, 5th Airborne Corps, and 4th Tank Brigade, 11th Tank Brigade, a Tula Military School, several Border Guard regiments, 2 artillery regiments, 2 rocket artillery battalions, and the 6th Reserve Aviation Group. Major General Dmitry Lelyushenko was appointed command of the Corps. The Corps was given several tasks: to destroy the nearby enemy, to break through into Oriel, to slow the progress of the German tank armies, and to block the way to Tula. The Soviet government and Stavka Command highly valued the efforts and sacrifice of the 3rd Guard Rifle Corps in the Oryolbryansk defensive operation. So action around the Demian's pocket for most of 1942. Yeah, okay. Putting troops forward though. In case there's a chance to do stuff like resupplying. Or fighting, but in that sense, I guess they'll be doing it quite slowly at that. And there are still some areas at which the enemy is marginally weak. So that's okay. Let's get rid of these and start moving troops around. I didn't think my opponent attacked here. No. Okay. These guys need to move up 22nd Army. This is heavy woods, okay. But you can go here. I'll disband this thing because I don't need it anymore there. Now what I'll do is I'll put the 168th in here on refit 2. Put in the 347th rifle here. Switch them stuff up. 31st, 31st, that's about it here. Then we have a few units here which got a which got new forces. I'll take out the 160th. Put in the 115th. Second. There's some problem with the game here because that's very weird. No matter. I'll make sure they'll be okay. To a certain extent. It's not the best of defenses, but... let's see, because all the units in Colpino want them on refit as well. Now, not all of these are also at 10,000, but I want to switch them around at the very least in such a way that they all have enough. And they're actually a 7. That makes that pretty valid too. And move you into Volkov? No. It's over there, I guess. You're over there for refitting. Alright, that reorganizes them reasonably well. You're at 12,000. Let's get you out. You in. Different refit. They're still weak units, but I'm gonna switch them around. Kinda sucks that it still puts them at 7, but okay. Oof, I start getting really weak units around here. I guess I'll put them under first shock. If I can, I will. There aren't that many units below 10k here either, but there are some. And I don't want my units getting too weak. Yeah, they just die, which is pretty rough. Man, this felt super weak. But a lot of rifle brigades getting into the Far East. I think I took care of it, yeah. I want to take a look at armies because this is next turn. That's right, just a bunch of reserve armies. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Hmm. 3.3 defense, but or offense, but supposedly reasonable defense, huh? Alright, I'll be reorganizing my units, etc, etc. And then I'll meet you back on the other side. See you then. Alright, back and taking care of pretty much everything except this. Yeah, a few things around here. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get you into the 53rd Army as well. Keeping it like that, and let's put these in southwestern. Okay. There are some places where there are quite a few units under Stavka still, or under something like the Coastal Army, which is here. So let's get 47th Army off of the train, and then get all the units from Stavka, etc. at that. 47th. If I can, at least. And I will flesh things out over time with that as well. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can still go into the 47th. And yeah, they're okay. So basically that still takes quite a few things, and the rest of those are also fleshed out. So I think we're looking pretty reasonable here then. And you can get actually over here. That's fair enough. Basically, if we look at the losses, for example, as well, I think that we should really start focusing on this very small piece, and the rest of it, I don't really want to attack all that much anymore now that we're getting into summer. I feel like there are precious few locations where I attacked. A lot of these attacks where things seem to be reasonable really went awry, and I don't feel like I like the here, for example, where I feel like just don't have the strength anymore, and the losses that I get are excessive, except in some of those very few parts. But I need to limit my losses a little bit, reorganize, and then strike. But that will certainly be in some time. So I think already at the very least I saved Sevastopol here by this offensive, at least for quite a while. I still expect it to fall in 42 unless I can break through here. It's an interesting position either which way, because if the Germans do go and attack in the summer, they can once again cut this off. It's a very problematic situation here, but we'll see. Maybe my opponent won't be so excited to attack. Either way, I'm shipping it back here for January 25th for my opponent. Yeah, I took care of that. Alright. Thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye.